Good morning, world. It's Ivan Amara. It is 9:43 a.m. in the morning. I've been making videos so early, yeah, because I just woke up. I went to bed around like 11 yesterday. That's why I woke up so early today. I was gonna go on the treadmill at like 2 in the morning, and I ended up passing out. My alarm didn't go off, and I reset it for 3, and I was gonna go at 3, and I ended up passing out again. I ended up not going. But I ate healthy food. I had chicken and salad, so even if I don't go on the treadmill much, I'll still lose weight, but I'll lose it. It'll take me a lot longer to lose it. I'm 283 right now, so I lost 4 pounds. I'm gonna continue eating the chicken. I'm gonna eat eggs for breakfast today, boiled eggs for breakfast, and at lunchtime I'm gonna eat chicken and salad for lunch. Or I might go to the store and buy fish sticks, and I can eat that with tartar sauce and salad. I'll get Caesar sauce and maybe salad. Eat with salad or potato salad or something like that. Yeah. I might go to the store and get fish sticks. Fish sticks is really, really good with tartar sauce. But the tartar sauce we bought a couple weeks ago is done now, right? It's finished. It's finished, obviously. Sarah? Yeah. So I've been procrastinating a little bit with the treadmill, but I was gonna go the other day, but today I was gonna go and I ended up passing out in my bed. The day before that, yesterday I was gonna what? Early morning yesterday I was gonna go on the treadmill. I couldn't find the key. The key to the what? To the treadmill, obviously. Now after this, I'm gonna go get my beer and smokes. I might clean my room today. I'm gonna clean it sometime this week. I'm gonna clean it. Put all my cans in the bag and then move my chair, my TV, sweep and mop it, wash my bed sheets. Yeah, obviously. When you get your rooftop condo, or when you build your rooftop condo, are you gonna clean your house? No. I'm gonna hire a maid to do that, man. Once you're rich, you don't have to clean the house anymore. You hire a maid to do it. Hire a maid to clean your house once a week. To clean your house. Pay her $100,000 salary. That's a good paycheck for obviously. So Zara, yeah. Will you pay her? I'm like, look, man. I'm gonna tell the maid, look, man. Yeah. What I'll do is I'll have the maid signed up through my payment system, and I pay her direct. I pay her direct deposit every biweekly, and that way the accountant. Okay, look, I have a maid. I want to pay her through the system. That way she can pay her tax. That way it's easier for her. She doesn't have to do her taxes, obviously. Because you pay her $100,000, which is what, like, I don't know, 5,000. You pay her $100,000, which is like 5,000, like 800 a month, whatever it is, around there, right? No, wait. I have my calculator. I told you guys I'm horrible at math. Where's my calculator? Someone took my calculator. Oh, sorry. 100 divided by 12. Yeah, $8,333. Yeah, if I pay her $8,333 every month, she has to do her taxes. So to make it easier for her, pay her I can pay my maid the salary through the movie budget. Obviously, 100K is nothing. I can pay it through the movie budget, or no, I can pay it with my own money, and that's okay. I will tell my account, look, man, I'm paying a maid. Put 100,000 for this year, and then divide it equally over the year, and put the taxes. That way, she pays her taxes, and it's easier. She doesn't get in trouble with the law. Because if you pay her e-transfer the full $100,000, she has to do her taxes, and if she doesn't do her taxes, she can get in trouble with the law. That's why it's best to pay her direct deposit through the payments. Same thing for my janitors. I'm gonna have to hire janitors to maintain all my buildings, clean my buildings. Obviously, I'm gonna have to hire janitors to maintain my office, to clean my office. Yeah, my office, the floor of my office will get dirty. It won't get that dirty because it's an office job. Like me and 17 of them are wearing our casual clothing, but the floor will get dirty. You have to hire people to clean your office, obviously. Sometimes, because my office won't be carpet. It's not carpet. It's gonna be like ceramic tile. It's tiling, obviously. It's not. I'm gonna tell. Look, I don't want carpet. Carpet is a hassle to clean when you have to vacuum it. No, just do like tiling. And you're gonna have to hire janitors to maintain all your buildings. Yeah. How many janitors? Quite a few, man. I don't know, 6, 7 janitors around there. Because you have to have. You need a janitor to maintain your special unit building. Your what? Your main office building as well as the game studio building. You have to maintain that. You need people to maintain your grass. Your golf course look grass. You have to hire people to maintain that. They have to cut it. You have to maintain that. You need people to maintain your gardening work. It's a lot of work. You need people to clean your windows. You have to hire a team for that, obviously. Yeah. Pay those guys like a $60,000 a year salary to maintain your building. That's good enough. My maid I'll pay more because my maid is my own personal maid cleaning my house, my condo. But the other guys, you can pay them $60,000. That's good enough to maintain. That's a good paycheck for a janitor. $6,000 a year, sorry, that's good. That's a good paycheck, obviously. Or you can pay the janitors $100K if you want. But I mean, they work harder for you. I can easily afford it. But nah, they're ripping me off. The janitor's not worth that. The maid is an exception because the maid's cleaning my house, right? That's why you can pay her a bit more because she's cleaning your condo. But the people who maintain your building pay them like $60,000 a year salary to maintain your building, obviously. They're gonna have to constantly every couple times every month they have to keep cleaning the offices, cleaning the windows. It's a lot of work, man. Mop the offices, yeah. A lot of work. A lot of work, sorry. I still have my beer from yesterday. I didn't drink all of it. I have one left. And I have a half a pack of my other pack of smokes. Yeah. I watched a bit of Rob Mayer Burnett yesterday. I watched a good like hour of it, and I stopped watching it. Was it interesting? Yeah, it was interesting. I just didn't feel like watching the rest of it. I watch. Well, sometimes Rob Mayer Burnett. Sometimes I watch the whole show, or I watch maybe an hour and 50 minutes of it, and I continue the rest like another day. Obviously. And John Campia, I haven't watched in a while. I haven't watched him in months. Yeah, because he's changed everything in the show. He's audio only. He doesn't do live shows anymore. I'm like, John, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? You're just wasting money paying for that studio, and now you're doing audio only. Like, what are you doing, John? I don't know what he's doing. You notice how John Campia's YouTube channel hasn't grown? He hasn't, like, he still has the same amount of subscribers after like 4 months. Yeah, because he changed a bunch. He got rid of Rob, Taylor, Chris Carr's still there, and Ray Ora, and he changed the whole format of his show, like audio only. Yeah, that's why he still only has like 320,000 subscribers. Yeah, his channel hasn't been growing that much, probably because he changed a bunch of things. Yeah, obviously. That's why I don't really watch him. Sometimes here and there I might tune in, but I mean, I don't really watch him that much anymore. But I watch Rob Ray Burnett though, honestly. I watch like all his observation episodes. I watch all of them. I always catch up on that. Yeah. This year, anyway. Last year I didn't watch all of it, but this year I watched like almost all his observation episodes. Pretty much, right? Not all of them I watch. Like the Star Trek ones I'm not interested in. When he talks about Star Trek, I don't watch that. I'm not interested in Star Trek. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I'll talk about Sky Switch and things again, and then I'll talk about the transfer talking again. Ivan Murray is losing the weight, obviously. Oh, I haven't tossed. Look, man, I already lost 4 pounds, man. I'm eating healthy today. I promise I will go on the treadmill today. I'll go. What I'll do is I'm gonna go around 11:10. That way, if I sleep in around 12, I'm gonna end up sleeping in. I'm gonna go around like 10, 11. I'm gonna go take my shower and go to bed. I have work tomorrow at 9, and I work Friday again, and I get Saturday off, obviously. I'm gonna lose this weight. I want to get down to at least 281 to 280 by the end of the month, which I will. I will get down to 280, 281. I'm 283. I can easily lose 2 pounds, 3 pounds in the next 2 weeks. We're halfway through August. Easily lose 2, 3 pounds by the end of the month easily if I just keep eating the Caesar salad. And Thursday is my cheat day. I'm gonna get like fat food and all that stuff. Obviously, but I'll go on the treadmill after that. And then Friday, eat healthy food. Saturday, I'm off, eat healthy food. Obviously, and Sunday I work. I can eat like maybe I don't know. I might try pancakes, scrambled eggs, and bacon. I might try that. The French toast and sausage is getting even annoying. Try pancakes, French toast, and bacon and fruit. What about toast with that? No, toast is carbs. Stay away from toast, Ivan. I want to try their French toast. Either the French, I'll try. I want to try their pancakes. Okay, I'll get your pancakes, scrambled eggs, and bacon with fruit. I want to try that. Obviously. All right, have you tried all the Cocoa Fruity stuff? No, I only tried like 6 or 7 of their stuff. I didn't try everything yet. No. I not try everything, Sarah. Yeah. I'm gonna lose this weight. I'm gonna rub it in the red's face. I'm gonna go for another chick at Cocoa Fruity. And if she rejects me, then I'll just look else. I'm done with Cocoa Fruity chicks, and I'll go for another chick yeah. I'll ask the chick, hey, do you want to hang out sometime? She's like, what? You want to hang out sometime? I get an ice cream or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I get an ice cream or something like that. She's like, like, oh shit. I'm saying, yeah, an ice cream or something like that. Yeah, but nobody can know. Nobody at Cocoa Fruity can know. Sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm doing this to protect you and to protect me, man. Like, it's not just about me protecting you. I have to protect myself too, because the world's crazy. I made a mess. They can't know that we're hanging out and all that stuff. But the chick lives she doesn't live in Elmer. She lives like I think outside Elmer. She says it's like a 25-minute drive where she lives or something like that. So I have 2 choices. Either I bus to where she lives, which I don't want to do. I think she lives far. Or she can come to Elmer, drive to Elmer, but you can offer her gas money to drive her back or something like that. Give her like $15 gas or something like that. Hey, how about this? You come to Elmer. We can hang out at Elmer. That way it's easier for me. Because you live far, I don't drive, whereas you drive, and I can give you $15 gas for your ride for your ride back there and back, obviously. When you meet her, you give her $15 worth of gas, which is like a day's worth of gas. So that's a good deal, obviously. A day's worth and a bit worth of gas, right? But the gas prices have gone up though. But and you hang out with her. It's not a date. You just hang out with her as friends. You hang out around Elmer. You hang out for maybe 2 hours. You go to Dairy Queen. You get an ice cream. You know what I'm saying? You guys in the States know Dairy Queen, right? Dairy Queen I made an error. Dairy Queen is an American company. So you guys know Dairy Queen in the States, obviously. You go to Dairy Queen. There's a Dairy Queen in Elmer. You get some ice cream, and I don't want to eat in the Dairy Queen. You just get some ice cream and you walk with her and you talk, and you have ice cream with her. Yeah, very good time. Honestly. When will you ask her on a date? I'll ask her on a date during the weekday when there's not much people working. That's the best. You can't do it on a weekend. Because her sister works on weekends, right? You do it, and the redhead usually works. Do it on a weekday when there's only like, she works like a couple times during the week. Do it on a weekday, obviously. Last time when she went in the room, obviously to get her bag off, to get her keys to her car, and I went inside too to put my phone. I could have asked her right there that I was a moment for you, but I didn't do it. Obviously, oh my, that's too early now. I'm gonna wait a couple more weeks to ask her. Obviously, what's your name, Ivan? I'm not telling your name. It's not your business, son. Emmanuel can't know, Ivan. If she likes you, she could be a bit jealous. That's why Emmanuel can't know. And the manager, the boss, can't know because he's crazy off. He's gonna start picking on me. Ivan, why I tell you so, you're supposed to listen. Like, what I do this time? You don't listen, Ivan. Though, so I'm like, well, what? What I do wrong this time? It's just a minor error, yeah. I'm saying, yeah. Yeah. Obviously. So I'll talk about skyscrapers. I'll talk about the transformation topic in my third part. Or maybe my second part. Half of my second part I might talk about, obviously. Yeah. Obviously. So me and VG will own skIV Source Entertainments, which will be the biggest one brand in the entertainment industry. That's why all the Hollywood actors gonna work for me so bad. It's crazy. They're all gonna want to work for me so bad. It's crazy, man. They're all gonna want to work for me so bad. It looks to me crazy. All the Hollywood actors, because my company is better than Hollywood. The biggest one brand in the entertainment industry. Yeah, man. The biggest film brand in the entertainment industry. Some there. Bigger than Disney, Warner Bros., Paramount, Universal, Lionsgate, Netflix. It's bigger than all those companies. Obviously, Netflix, you can argue, is the second biggest company after Disney. I think Netflix is even bigger than Warner Bros. And Universal. Because Netflix, I heard they generate $1 billion a month from their subscriptions. They're doing like 12, 13, 14 billion every year. Obviously, when I say Netflix is the second biggest company, I'm talking about the film. It's the second biggest film studio. I'm not talking about the whole Disney company, the whole Warner Bros. Company, because Warner Bros. They have parks, Universal has parks. I'm talking about the film division. I think Netflix is the second biggest after Disney. I think Netflix is like I think one of the biggest. It's a big giant. Netflix. It generates The company does like $1 billion a month. Crazy, huh? $12 billion a year around there. 13, $14 billion a year it makes. It's a big company, obviously. Netflix. Yeah, it's actually bigger than all those companies because my movies are going to be doing more money than all these companies. For the sales, you're looking at tens of billions. For the profit margins, me and V's are going to make like 10, $15 billion, $18 billion. Yeah, a lot of money, obviously. The big studios don't make that kind of money for the movies. When I mean bigger company, I'm talking about the film division, not the whole Disney company. The whole Disney company is huge. I'm talking about the film division of Disney. Disney Film Studios, Warner Bros. Film Studios, Universal Film Studios. See what I'm saying? Yeah, Netflix Studios. Netflix is also a studio too. No, Netflix is a network. And that it's a studio pretty much, right? They make big bunch of movies too, but it's a network. Netflix is a studio too, obviously. I'm sorry. Yeah, obviously. It's already been 2 weeks since I got my hair done. Yeah, I'm going on 3 weeks since I got my hair done. Yeah, I got my hair done on August 1st. So yeah, in a good like month and a half, I'm gonna go back to Lydia's salon. I'm gonna get my dress redone. This time, when I get it touched up, it's gonna be more visible. Right now, like it's a little bit visible. You can tell I have dress, but it's very small. But once I get my dress touched up, it'll be bigger, obviously. So Sarah, yeah, my company bigger than all companies. Higher paying work, obviously. A-list actors get royalties for all my movies. Lowest I'll pay an A-lister is like 25 million. The smaller A-listers, and the highest I'll pay them is 125 million in royalties. That's the range for the royalties. But the ones who get 125 are the big ones. The guys like Brad Pitt, Keanu Reeves, Will Smith. Those guys are the ones who get like $125 million. The ones who are really big but a bit smaller than them, like Leonardo DiCaprio and Samuel Jackson, those guys get like 100, maybe 90 million royalties, 95 million royalties. Denzel Washington, those guys you can give them 80, 85, 90, 95, 100 million royalties. No, I'm not going to go any higher than 100 for them. And the ones who are a bit smaller than them, like Ben Affleck, Scarlett Johansson, those guys you can give them like 60, 50, 40, 50, 60, 70 million in royalties. And the ones who are smaller than that, who are worth under 100 million, like 70 to 100 million dollars, 60 to $700, those guys you don't give them as much. You give them like 25, 30, 33, 35, 40, 45, 50 million in royalties. 50 is even, you're pushing it. 45 max in royalties, 30 million, 3 million. That's good enough. They don't make that in Hollywood. 37 million royalties. That's good enough. Sorry. So I decided to do a flat amount instead of doing a percentage. That way they don't rip me. That way I make sure they don't rip me off. I don't know how much money I'm gonna make on my movie. I'm just estimating here. You don't want an actor walking. You don't want an actor who's worth $80 million walking away with $80 million in royalties. He's ripping you off. And that's why to keep them in check, just give them a flat amount of the royalties. That way you know how much they're making. And it's better that way. You know how much money you're making. Which percentages you don't know how much money you're making. You might make less. You might make more. That's why it's good to just do a flat deal. I know I'm doing. That's why I decided to give Peter a flat deal instead of giving him 0.2. Because Peter might walk away with more than $400 if you give him a percentage deal. Peter's like, I like the flat deal better. I know how much money I'm taking in. Yeah, it's better that way. You know how much money you're taking in. Whereas percentage deal, you don't know, right? It's all optimistic. Sarah? Yeah. I'm going to hire a 7 team to run my company. Obviously, 2 secretaries, a lawyer or legal advisor, an accountant, head of production, and 2 script developers who will be my co-CEOs of my company, obviously. For the script developer position, I'm thinking Peter Rice, perhaps, James Gunn, John Favreau, Dave Filoni. I might choose Peter Rice over, perhaps, I don't know, man. John Favreau, Dave Filoni are good candidates. I might hire them. And then you have Peter Rice, you have James Gunn. But James Gunn, I have to grab him from DC. But he has to be, he might be under contract. He might not have an opt-out in this contract. He doesn't have an opt-out, then I can't hire James Gunn because he's locked on for it. He'll be pissed off. Fuck, man, I want to work for Ryan. I'd rather work for Ryan than work for fucking DC, yeah. Work for me, your job's pretty much safe, man. You don't have to worry about the movies being flops, yeah. That's why the 7 are a lucky team, because their jobs are safe. Ivan's movie and VJ's movie is automatic success. You don't have to worry about the movie flopping. Whereas when you work for Hollywood, you can worry. You have those worries about your movie flopping. Obviously, James Gunn has a lot of pressure on his hands. If this Superman Legacy movie flops, that's not good. That's not looking good for James Gunn and Peter Safran, right? Hence why. But if Hollywood ends up firing them, God forbid, then I might perhaps hire James Gunn over what, and Peter Rice perhaps. I might choose those guys over John Favreau. We'll see what happens. Or I might choose John Favreau. But something tells me I'm going to click the best with John Favreau Filoni. You know what I'm saying? George will tell me I even choose John Favreau Filoni. They're your guys, man. Yeah, something tells me I'm going to click better with them. John seems like a chill guy I can have a beer with. Same as James Gunn. James Gunn seems like a chill guy. Peter Rice is a British guy. He has that British accent, obviously, but something tells me I'll click better with John and Dave, obviously. You have Ryan Johnson, who's a good canon too. You have J.J. Abrams. I don't know about him, I'm saying. You have Ryan Coogler. You have the Russo brothers. Or you can go big and get the big guys like Michael Bay or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And Christopher Nolan, but those guys are too expensive. They're going to cost me a lot of money. Obviously. Since there. Christopher Nolan's going to demand like 100, like 5 million in royalties. You're gonna have to pay him more money than John. Because Christopher Nolan's bigger than John. He's worth like $250 million. That's why I'm probably not going to go for those guys. They're just going to cost more money. Go for the cheaper guys who are cheaper. James Gunn would gladly accept 55 million royalties for the movie. He doesn't make that in Hollywood. And like a 3 million, 24 million signing bonus and a rich like yearly salary. He'll gladly accept that too. He doesn't make that in Hollywood. I don't know, how much do you think he makes for DC? I don't know. He probably makes maybe 50 million a year working at DC, and he probably has bonus deals with performance bonuses and that kind of stuff. Pieces of royalties. If he gets a piece of royalties, he probably gets maybe 50 million other royalties, 20 million other royalties. If he's lucky. 10 million other royalties. Yeah, because Hollywood's cheap compared to my companies. The Hollywood companies are fucking cheap compared to Skyscrapers. Skyscrapers will have higher paying work than Hollywood guys. And that's why all the Hollywood actors want to work for me, because it's higher paying work. And I give you freedom. You're not a dirty slave. You're free. You're free, Samsara. I'm a good man. I'm a good man, obviously. And the accountant, lawyer, head of production have to have Hollywood experience. That way they know what they're doing. Hire an accountant who has experience handling big budgets in Hollywood. That way he knows what he's doing. Hire a lawyer who handle all the laws in Hollywood, signing contracts. I'm gonna put in the when I put out the ads, I'm gonna say the lawyer must have experience handling Hollywood contracts, creating Hollywood contracts, handling the laws of the film industry. Yeah, write that down. That's where you have the typewriter. Write that down. Yeah. The accountant must have Hollywood experience handling big budgets. Don't hire a serious accountant who did like a $100,000 film. No, hire one who handled the big multi-million budgets. That way they know what they're doing. Sarah. Yeah. And hire a head of production who has experience handling the schedules, the production schedules of the movie. That way they know what they're doing, obviously. And you hire 2 secretaries who worked for the Hollywood companies. Narrow it down to the big 5. That way you don't have to look as much resumes. So television guys are out, just because me and Vijay don't have time to look at like 3,000 resumes. So to narrow it down, they have to work for the 5 companies: Universal, Disney, Warner Bros., Paramount, and Sony. And you can have Netflix too. Netflix is a big company too. It's a big giant too, and that's it. That way, me and Vijay only have to look at maybe 200 resumes. From Sarah. Yeah. Because I don't want to look at fucking 3,000. I don't have time for that, man. I want to just spend time with my wife. Travel to all these places. Because while we're on vacation, we usually have to look at the resumes, right? And we also have to plan skies. What I'll do is me and VJ, we wake up in the morning. We can do a nice workout. I'm saying we take a nice swim in the hotel that we're staying in. Some suites I stay in might have. Me and VJ might have our own private pool. If you rent a high end $10,000 a night suite, you can have those suites. Some suites have pools and all that stuff. Hey VJ, let's wake up. We can work out. We can go swimming, and we take notes for the volumes. Let's look at the resumes. Get it over with. We look at 10 resumes a day, and after that we have the rest of the day off. We can chill. Obviously, the secretaries must have experience working for the Hollywood companies. Handling, I'm going to say handling agents. You must have experience handling agents or handling businesses. That way the secretaries know what they're doing. I'm saying? You need to hire a team who know what they're doing. Hence why you hire a team. Do I need producing experience? No. As anyone can be a producer. Being a producer is you just handle business, right? Anybody can be a producer, obviously. But hence why you have George Lucas there, and for your script developers, hire people that have producing experience that can groom your team. So my team will be a bit inexperienced in producing, but hence why you have a guy like Peter or Mel there to help them out, to groom them, give them advice and all stuff. And you have your two script developers there who have producing experience that can groom them, and George can help them out and they groom them. You know what I'm saying? And you have assistants who have producing experience to help them out. Guillermo del Toro has producing experience. Barry Oz has producing experience. They're going to be helping out your team and grooming them a little bit. And within after Zanus, they're now amazing producers. Samsara. Yeah. Because my team's gonna have many hats. They're also my producers too, obviously. Anybody could produce, obviously, but if you want to become a good producer, you have to have people to help you out to groom you. And my 17 will become groomed and they're gonna become amazing producers, obviously. I know I'm doing. I can easily hire like a 15 team, but if you do that, you're wasting money, right? You don't need a 15 team. You're just wasting money. And if I hire a 15 team, I can only pay like 7 of my guys their millions, and everyone else I have to pay shittier money, like 200K a year. Because I can't afford to pay. I'm not going to pay 15 people 1 million a year. That's crazy. That's affecting my budget. I can easily afford it, but I have to pour money into the movie, which I don't want to do. You don't want to have 15 producers and you're paying them all $1 million, $2 million a year. They're now affecting your budget like crazy, man. That's why I stick to 7. And to have people help them, you hire assistants to help them. I know what I'm doing. You have Barry Osborne, you have Fran, you have Guillermo del Toro who are helping out 17, and you also have Peter or Mel who are helping me and VJ. That's enough. You don't need more people. Like, Peter, is that enough? Like, that's enough people. We don't need more people. Yeah, you're just wasting money. Yeah, it's enough people to make all the calls. Yeah. You have 10 producers enough to handle all the calls for the movie. You don't need 15, 20 people. You're wasting money. That's why you need to have assistants help out your 17, obviously. And that's why you have those guys helping your 17, Sarah. Shabakabra, guys.